Hello, scientists. So if you're watching this video, that means you missed science live today. So if you were live during science with me, you do not need to be watching this. All right, so we are working towards this target, right? I think for the most part, we're here already. We're just trying to strengthen our skills. And then maybe we could even work on getting to this above level target, where we are learning to use fossils to figure out what habitats used to be like when those fossils were alive. And then maybe we could even use fossils to make plans to help animals survive in their habitats. All right? So, you might remember from Friday, we have a new mystery. And our question is, could you outrun a dinosaur? And so we learned that we can tell by animals' footprints a lot about the animal. So we are going to see if we could use dinosaur footprints to tell how fast dinosaurs are. Or were, I should say, right? Because we weren't alive. There is no real video of dinosaurs running, so we have no idea how fast they are. Or maybe we do. So we saw that when you run, you use less footprints, right? Because when you run, each step you take has a longer distance. But when we walk, our steps have shorter distance. Okay? So we use more steps to walk than we do to run. So that's how we knew that in this picture, ostrich 1 was moving faster because there were 6 steps for ostrich 1 and there were 11 for ostrich 2. And they went the same distance. So we can tell that ostrich 1 was moving faster. All right, let's check out what we have next. Okay, now we have this image of human footprints. Oh, I can't zoom in, I'm sorry. Maybe I can, let's see. I'm sorry, guys, I don't know why it doesn't let me. All right, so we need to decide, where was Pat walking and where was Pat running? Okay, I know this is a little hard for you to see probably, so just do your best to think. Where in this picture was Pat walking and where was Pat running? If you need more time to think, you may hit pause. If you are ready, then you can stay, okay? So, let's see. Doug says the answer's on the next slide. So Pat was walking when she passed the tree because her footprints are close together. But she was running when she reached the bus because her footprints are far apart. So she was walking up until about here. So it looks like she started here. And she walked. Then she must have seen the bus was coming and she started running because now the footprints are a little more spread out. Okay. So again, we still have this problem here that dinosaurs died out a long time ago. So it's not like we can race a living one. Well, first of all, I don't know if I would want to, but we can't even use one to figure out how fast a dinosaur runs. How do you think we could figure out if we could run faster than a dinosaur? All right, I'm giving you some time to think. If you need more time, you may pause this video and play it again when you're ready. I'm going to move on to the next slide in 3, 2, 1.
Here's an idea we had. Scientists have found lots of fossilized dinosaur footprints out in the world, just like this. What if you could recreate these footprints on a floor? Then compare them to your footprints. You could look to see who took the biggest steps. That would tell you who won the race, you or a dinosaur. There's only one problem with this idea. Which dinosaur should you race against? It wouldn't be fair to have you try racing against a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Why do you think so? Why wouldn't that be fair? Let's hear what Doug has to say.
Even a T-Rex just walking is going to outrun you. Each step of a T-Rex is so huge. But we can solve this. To make things a little more fair, why not try racing some smaller dinosaurs? Not all dinosaurs were huge like T-Rex. Here are 4 different kinds of dinosaurs that were closer to your size. We can tell how long their legs were by looking at their fossil leg bones. To have a fair race, you just want to figure out which of these 4 dinosaurs had legs that were closest in size to your legs. We've actually created some printouts and step-by-step instructions that can help you do this. Check out the next video to get started.
Okay, so this is an activity that I did last year with my 3rd graders in person, and we loved it. So I'm making you this promise right now. We are going to do this activity whenever we are in person, okay? Whenever we're in person and we're able to do it safely, we will do this activity. In the meantime, I'm going to do this activity and video it so you can see what happens. We'll see that tomorrow, but first let's check this out.
In today's activity, you're going to see if you...
So it's not today, it will be tomorrow, and you're going to watch me do it.
You can outrun a dinosaur. You and a partner will work together to measure the distance between your footprints when you run. Then you'll lay out the footprints of some small dinosaurs and compare them with yours to see if you were able to outrun them. You'll probably want to do all of your racing in a hallway or gym. Before you get started on that, though, first, you and a partner will measure each other's leg lengths in order to decide which of these 4 dinosaurs is best for you to race against. We'll show you how to get started step by step. Okay. Find a partner.
So, again, we're not doing this together. So, I'm going to calculate my leg length. Okay? So, you can't see it right now. I have a ruler, okay? And this is how, I know you can't see me doing this today. I apologize, it's just not possible with the computer I have right now. So here's the worksheet. Awesome. Here we go. Let's see. Do we have our tools on this slide now? All right, we'll just do it this way. So my legs, when I laid down, they say how many rulers. Mine are about closer to 3 than 4. So it says 3 times 12 inches. All right, so 3 groups of 12 inches. Okay, so that's how many whole ruler lengths it was. Now I did have some left over. I actually had 10 inches left over, very close to another foot. So 3 groups of 12. I'm going to tell us right now because we haven't gotten that far with multiplication yet. 3 groups of 12 is 36. And what is 36 plus 10? That is 46 inches. Okay. So now we're going to find the dinosaur that's my leg length or less. So I'm an adult. So I'm an adult. So I will tell you guys that I know that this might not be fair. I'm not going to give myself as many steps, okay? Instead of giving myself 8 steps, I'm only going to give myself 6 steps. So we're going to try to make it fair that way. All right? So tomorrow you'll see the video of me doing this experiment. All right?
It's time.
Okay. So in the meantime, we're going to read a story today. This is called First Impressions, and it's the story of dinosaur footprints. All right? 200 years ago, farm boy Pliny Moody was plowing a Massachusetts field. Uncovering some mysterious fossil tracks, the 14-year-old showed them to family and friends. Others soon began collecting the strange relics. Although no one realized it then, Pliny had found traces of the exact... Oh, my bad. Oh, I came across this word. Do you remember what this word means? Yeah, this is extinct, and it means does not exist anymore. So the extinct dinosaurs that once roamed what is now New England. 200 million years ago, New England was a perfect environment for track preservation, steamy and swampy. But because no one knew about dinosaurs when Pliny first found the 3-toed imprints, people thought that they belonged to ancient birds. Today, when we know that modern birds are living dinosaurs, those early guesses don't seem so far wrong. So now we know more about dinosaurs. 200 years ago, they did not. So they thought that they were old birds. But birds and dinosaurs are a little similar in some ways, which I'm sure you can think of some. In the 1830s, some Massachusetts builders were ready to use a slab of sandstone when one of them noticed tracks in the rock surface. He brought the slab to a local doctor and naturalist, James Dean, who began collecting and classifying trackway specimens. Dean's curiosity about the track maker launched the scientific study of fossil footprints. But decades would pass before the prints were attributed to extinct dinosaurs. So really, in the 1830s is when collecting dinosaur footprints started. And this guy, James Dean, collected and classified them. So classify means sort. So he sorted them based off of things that made them look alike. It was the very beginning of studying fossilized footprints. Okay? And even though it took decades, eventually we were able to use his discoveries and other work. All right? So, today, here's what we're going to do. So for today, this link is in my Google Classroom, okay? And this is where the thing we just read came from, the same website. This is the American Museum of Natural History. So what you can do today is you have your chance to explore some of the different things they have about dinosaurs. So we have, let's see. Oh, my bad, it's right here. So you can check out under exhibitions here. You have things like T-Rex, the ultimate predator, the Titanosaur, that's a dinosaur, Tyrannosaurus Rex. And I'm just giving you the freedom right now. You have about 10 minutes to just explore whatever interests you about dinosaurs. Now, I know that some of it might be difficult for you to read, right? That's why I read it out loud. But you don't need to read all the words to watch some of the videos they have here and to check out the pictures, okay? All right, so really this is just your time to explore. Like, look, you can check out all these pictures down here. When you scroll down, there's even more about dinosaurs. There's so much, okay? So you have 10 minutes to explore, all right? And this will just get us thinking about dinosaurs so we can get the most out of our activity time tomorrow. Okay? Get to work, scientists.